Okay, let's just get right into this because this is important. We're not talking about your typical everyday update here. Apple has sent out a really urgent security warning for your iPhone, and you need to take action right now. We're going to break down exactly what the threat is, why it's so serious, and what you need to do to protect yourself. And this, right here, is the smoking gun. This isn't some theoretical what-if scenario. Apple themselves are confirming that a flaw in their software was actively being used in a real attack. The key takeaway? The risk isn't coming. It's already here. Let's dig in. So, what is this threat exactly? Well, it all boils down to one single but critical vulnerability that attackers managed to find before Apple did. And that put millions of devices, maybe even yours, at risk. Let's break down how it works. At the very heart of this warning is a nasty little security flaw buried deep inside the operating system. It's in a component called dialed. Now, you don't need to remember the name. Just know that it's like the ignition system for all your apps, a really fundamental part of how your phone works. Okay, so you'll hear this techie phrase, execute arbitrary code. What in the world does that mean for you? Well, it's the digital version of a burglar not just picking your lock, but getting a master key to your entire house. They're not just breaking a window, they can unlock every single door. An attacker could potentially run any command they want, giving them a direct path to your photos, your private messages, or even letting them install spyware. And this is the part that really makes your stomach drop. This isn't some theoretical bug that a researcher found in a lab. Real attackers found it first, and they were already using it against real people before a fix was even out. That's why this is such a race against time. This kind of vulnerability actually has a name, and it sounds pretty serious because it is. It's called a zero-day flaw. And the reason is simple. The good guys, Apple in this case, had exactly 0 days to prepare a fix before the bad guys started exploiting it. It is the most dangerous kind of security flaw there is. So while that 0 day is the big, scary headline, the new iOS update, let's call it 16.3 for our example, it's just so much more. This isn't just a patch, it's a full-on security reinforcement. 39. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's how many separate, individual security holes Apple patched in this one update. It's a huge number, and it really shows you just how important this release is for your digital safety. So yeah, while the 0-day flaw is the most urgent reason to hit that update button, this whole release is really a major security overhaul. Think of it like this. You're not just reinforcing your front door, you're upgrading every single window and lock in your entire digital home. Now, let's peek under the hood for just a second because I think it's really interesting to see what else this update protects you from. It really shows you how comprehensive this thing is. Just take a look at some of these. They fixed a flaw that could let someone get at your photos from the lock screen. No thank you. Another one could let a malicious app get root privileges. That's not just the master keys to your phone, it's the master keys to the entire building. They also patched a hole that could let an app escape its digital playpen, the sandbox, and start messing with data it should never, ever be able to touch. This is a shield against so many different kinds of attacks. Okay, so all this brings us to the single most important question right now. Is your device on the list? Let's check which iPhones and iPads need this update immediately. All right, have a quick look here. This update is for the iPhone 11 and all the newer models. For iPads, it covers the recent Pro models, the Air, the standard iPad, and the Mini. Go ahead and find your device. If you see it on this list, it's time to take action. So, if your device is on that list, this next part is for you. We're going to walk through the exact steps to get your device protected, and I promise it's super fast and incredibly simple. Okay, here we go. You can literally grab your phone and do this along with me. First, open up that Settings app. You got it? Good. From there, tap on General, and then tap Software Update. Your phone will check for the new version, and it should pop right up. All you have to do is tap Download and Install, and you are on your way to being protected. It is that easy. So, the bottom line is this. Do not put this off. Don't think, oh, I'll get to it tonight. With that 0-day flaw being actively exploited, every moment you wait is a moment you're leaving the door unlocked. Please take a minute and update your devices now. So once your update is installed, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You are protected from the threats that we know about today. But, this whole situation is just a powerful reminder that digital security isn't a one-and-done thing, it's an ongoing process. Which leaves us with the final question. You're protected today, but are you ready for what comes next?